Hello guys, hope you all are well. So today we are going to study about data cleaning. And as in our previous video, we have studied about data cleaning steps theoretically. So now we would be implementing all the data cleaning steps in Tableau software. So kindly view this full video to know about how we can clean the data in Tableau. But before going further, kindly subscribe UNT channel. And don't forget to like this video if you got the concept. So here comes the first step, structure the data, where pivoting and merging fields can be done. As shown in picture, sometimes the data would be in vertical manner and we need to study it horizontally, or data is spread horizontally and we need to spread it vertically. At that point, pivot would be preferred. As you can see, data have three attributes, Samsung, Nokia and Apple, where later we need to keep these data in one attribute. So three different verticals are shifted in one vertical, forming horizontal rows. Also, sometimes rows of data don't get combined accurately, and data is mismatched for various columns at that point. We can use merge mismatched fields option to clean the data. As you can see, animal and species column needs to be combined and have null values for one another. And hence, when merged together, their data would come in correct structure. So this data cleaning step helps to alter the structure of data. So now I am using the connect panel of Tableau, through which I'll be connecting CSV file. So I'm clicking on a text file option and I can see that two CSV files named as year-wise first and year-wise second is there. These files contain the data of New Zealand water resources for inbound water and for outbound water resources. So I'll be connecting with one of them. Once I'm connected with one file, you can see that the connection name is year-wise first. And in single connection, we can see that there are two sheets present. As I have told you earlier that in text file cases, if we are connecting with one file, all the text file of the same location would be connected in that connection. And further, we can use any one of them. And we can see when I have connected with a connection, this file, that year-wise first file, is came to the option of drag sheet here in data source panel. And all its columns are shown here. But we can see in the column of metric, it is showing me the data of inflows only. And we need to use the data of outflows water also. So what I'm doing is I'm checking for the next file. And while I'm dragging the next file, I can see that it is the data of outflows. So what I need is, for my analysis, I need to use both the files, that is inbound and outbound together. So for that, what I need to do is I need to union both these files together. And for union, I have shown you that in the one of my video. So I'll be giving you the link of the video in the description below, through which you came to know that how we can union both the files. So you can see here, when I'm dragging this file below this year-wise first file, they both are getting union together. But once they are getting union together, you can see in the metric option, in the metric column, it is showing above inflows and it is showing below outflows. Hence, both of these files are getting unioned and the data rows of both the files are combined together. So now we'll be starting with the data cleaning steps. So now you can see, as in this data, once after being connecting, all the data is gathered together, but you can still see that in the first file, that is your year-wise first file, inflows data, in which we have the data in 6 columns, that is Y 2005, Y 2006, 2007, 8, 9 and 10. Whereas in my other file, the data is in the option of double Y 2005, 2006, 2007, 8, 9 and 10 respectively. So now, as in one of the file, the column name is Y 2005 and in other file, the column name is double Y 2005. So it means they both will not be getting combined together. They both will not be getting union together. Hence, in inflows file, it is showing null values for the double Y 2005 and in outflows file, it is giving me the null values for Y 2005. So it means both of the data have combined their rows together, but they haven't combined the rows in a correct manner. And for making them correct, what we need to do is we need to use data cleaning steps. As in the previous video of my data cleaning, I have told you the stepwise approach, and according to that stepwise approach, the first step is mismatched fields, merge mismatched fields and using pivots. So first of all, the option which we will be using here will be merge mismatched field. You will be using merge mismatched field option whenever you are using unions and your data is not combined in a correct manner. Whenever you are doing unions, sometimes the columns of both the files are not similar, so the data will be not combined in a correct manner, and they will be bringing you the null values in the data. And at that point of time, what you need to do is you need to click both the columns for which you want to combine the data together, and you need to then click on the right click over them, and then you have to click on merge mismatch fields. Once I am doing merge mismatch fields, both of these columns will be coming together and the null values will be replaced. And you can see that it is showing me the column name as Y2005 and Y2005. After then I will be doing this for 2006 also. And similarly we will be doing this for 2007, 2008, 2009 and 2010 respectively. So we can see that the null values from the data is being replaced. Now, as this column is to data of 2005, so I am giving it a name of 2005 and giving the next one as a name of 2006. Further, I am giving it a name of 2007. And similarly, I'll be giving each one of the name as 2008, 2009 and 2010. So now we can see that the data which earlier I have combined with the union option was having large number of columns, or we can say double the number of columns as we have now, and it will be showing me the data have null values. But after getting using merge mismatch field option, our data is combined together in a correct manner. So this was the first option through which we can structure our data in a correct manner. So now what we can see, the second option is we have to sometimes use pivot fields. Now what are pivot fields and why we need to use them? See this data is now having one column of metric, where it means that it is showing me that from which type of water resources we are getting the water and from which type of water resources we are outflowing the water. And the other column is a year column, which will be showing me the data for year 2005, 2006, 2007, 8, 9 and 10. And the next column is a column that is being came due to union of two files. So when we are doing the union of two files, it will be creating one of the column. A system will be creating it as a table name, where it will be showing that this data is being coming from first file and some of the data is coming from second file. After merge mismatch fields, the data of all the rows are combined together in correct manner. But still we can see we have 6 columns defining their year-wise data. But for time series analysis, creating line charts, and for good type of a visualization, we need to bring the data of all these columns together in single column. That is, data from 2005 to 2010 should be combined together in one column only. And for that, what we need to do is we need to convert this data from horizontal manner into its vertical stage. And for bringing from horizontal to vertical, we need to use pivot option. How we can use this pivot option is, we have to select all the columns that we want to bring in one column. We need to select all of them together, and after selecting it, we have to right click over it. After right clicking, we need to click on the pivot field option. Once it will be pivoted, we can see the new columns, that is pivot field names and pivot field values, would be there. And we can see that the data for pivot field names is 2005, whereas the data for pivot field values is 565889. We want to check whether it is correct or not. So if I'm going one step backward, we can check for precipitation 2005, the value is 565889, and it is similar after doing pivoting also. So we can say in pivoting, our data would be remain same, only the structure will be getting changed, and hence our data would be getting cleaned and our structure would be getting cleaned for further visualization and for further doing different type of time series type of analysis and for doing various analysis in Tableau. Next we have type conversion. In this step, we would be rectifying the data types if earlier it was not correct. As shown in image, data of integers needs to have special characters over it and hence needs to be converted to string. So converting data from integer to string is known as type conversion. After data cleaning first step, we are moving to the second step, that is checking data type or type conversion, in which we would be checking the data type of every column, and if any column would not be having correct data type, then we would be changing its data type to the best suitable data type for it. As in this data set, we have 4 columns where table name column have string values, so would be having the data type as string, and it also have string data type by default. Similarly, metric column also have string values, so data type should be string. And while selecting it, we can see that it is by default in string format. For pivot field values, data is in numerical states. So data type would be either number or it will be number decimal, and it is number whole by default. But for pivot field name column have the data of years inside it, but it is showing that the data type as string. So what we need to do is we need to change its data type. So it means we have to convert it into suitable data type, that is date. And for changing data type, we need to click on the data type option and then select the date option and click over it. After then, date would be changed according to the selected data type. And we came to know that this column pivot field name will now be having date type of values while seeing this icon sign, as this icon is a calendar sign and which will be telling us that the data type for this column is date. And from the values also we came to know that earlier it was 2005, but now it is converted to 1/1/2005, which will be telling us that it's a date of 1st Jan for 2005. Hence we can say that the data for this step is being cleaned, and we can say that in step 2 we have converted the data types into the respective formats, and hence our data is cleaned according to the data types. Further, we have remove unwanted. In this step, extra columns, rows would be removed. Beside to that, redundant values would be removed too from the data cleaning. As seen in picture, column of serial number is not required, and it is similar to that of ID column, so it should be removed from dataset. Now in third step of data cleaning, we have to remove all irrelevant and redundant values from dataset. As we can see here, the fourth column is table name, which is not required in analysis. So we need to delete it or we need to hide it. But when I am clicking over it, I can see I will not be getting any option of delete here. I am only getting a hide option. So why I am not getting a delete option? The answer is the columns that are being created in Tableau only, either by calculated fields, groups or split, these columns can be deleted only. Whereas the columns that are being directly coming from data sources would not be getting deleted. Tableau will not be providing us a delete option for them. We can only be having an option of hide there. So we need to hide this table name column, as via using hide also we will not be getting this column in our analysis. So via this way we can remove irrelevant columns from the dataset. Further, for removing redundant values from dataset, what we need to do is we have to create a calculated field. I'll be teaching you that what are calculated fields and how to create in the further lectures. But here I'll be showing you that how I am creating and how I am removing the redundant values from this dataset. For that, what I'm doing is I'm right clicking on this column of metric and I'm clicking on create calculated field here. When I'll be getting this window here, I have to give the calculated field name. So I am giving it a name as remove duplicate rows. Now, as I will be telling you later on that how I will be doing this using calculated field, but you now need to only focus on the code and you need to be focused on the output of it. In our future videos, we'll be telling you that what are calculated fields and how to write code inside it. I'm writing here a command fixed, which is called as a LOD. And then I am using a column pivot field names, which would be working on the minimum of pivot field values. And via this, my column that is remove duplicate rows is being created, and it is a calculated field. Now you can see here I have written here a fixed. Fixed is a type of a LOD which is called level of detail. I am giving you the link in a description below about LODs, what are LODs and what are the various types of LODs. You can view and you can listen that video too for understanding LODs. But don't worry, we will be covering LODs in our future lectures too. So after clicking over this, I am clicking on the OK button and I will be getting a new field here named as remove duplicates. You will not be getting the value here. So for checking that whether it is removing any duplicate value or not, we need to go into the visualization panel. Now the clear point is that we are removing duplicate rows from the data source panel, but that removing duplicate option would be removing the values during analysis, during visualization. That is, my duplicate rows would not be coming during visualization. And how it would not be coming, that is, I'll be showing you. See this, we have a metric which will be telling us that over what type of values we are working, that is inflows, evaporation, and we have outflows. Some of the values are mentioned here, ice, snow, lakes, like this. And similarly, I have pivot field value and remove duplicate rows. When I am dragging my pivot field values over text, I'll be seeing all the values of text here, that is evaporation, hydroelectricity, and all other values like this. If I'm sorting it in descending order, it will be like this. Now, I will be keeping my remove duplicate rows also here. So when I'm double clicking on remove duplicate rows, we can see that the first column is for pivot field names and second column here is for remove duplicates, where you can see, where I'll be showing you in. Now you can clearly see that in inflows precipitation, the value is 3, 5, 3, 7 and 6, 6. Whereas in remove duplicate rows also it is same. For outflows they both are same. But for inflows hydroelectricity, you can see that it is mentioning here 1846714, and for remove duplicate rows it will be showing me 923357. What does it mean? It is telling me that after doing aggregation of sum, it is only aggregating the sum of the rows that are not identical. For the identical rows, it will be taking only one row at a time. Whereas for others, it will be taking equal values. Hence, it means in those inflows precipitation, 2C and net abstraction, evaporation, and for others, there was no redundant row. Whereas we have only redundant row for hydroelectricity. If you want to see it, I can show you in the data source also. So when coming back to the data source, I can show you that when we are going to the hydroelectricity option, you can see that the inflows hydroelectricity for 2006, it should be repeated twice. So you can see this, the one value is here, which I am highlighting here, 2006, 147725 hydroelectricity, and other values, other row that is identical to it is this. So these two rows are identical. Similarly, 2007 is identical, 8, 9, 10 is identical. Hence we can say that all the rows of hydroelectricity are repeated twice, and to use them in analysis only once, what we need to do is we need to create a calculated field that will be removing the duplicate values. And by this manner, we have removed irrelevant columns also, and we have removed redundant rows also. So in third step of data cleaning, we are removing all the extra values from our data set. So now we'll be moving to the fourth step. After unwanted values removal, we have splitting. It is also called as parsing, as many times our data have composite columns as name, which can be reduced to first name and last name. So splitting would be beneficial if data needs to be separated. So now the fourth step of data cleaning is splitting values. As in dataset, if any attribute stores more than single type of information in it and we need to analyze it separately, then we need to do splitting. As in this dataset, we can see that the column metric is saving two different type of information. One is that the type of water sources, that is either it is hydroelectricity, either it is snow, ice, evaporation, precipitation, and the other type of information is stored that what type of water source it is. It is inflow or it is outflow. So it means it will be saving two different type of information, and further we can use these two different type of information separately for different type of analysis. So for that, what we need to do is we need to do split here. For doing splitting, what we have to do is we have to right click on the column and either we can use split option or we can do custom split. So first of all, I'll be telling you that what is custom split. So while clicking on custom split, we'll be getting this window where we'll be choosing the delimiter according to our choice. The delimiter is also called as a separator. As in this column, we can see that the separator is minus sign. And if I'm putting a minus sign here and I'm saying splitting of first, that is one column, so it will be splitting only one column, that will be my first column. But if I'll be splitting last, it will be giving me only the last column. And if I'll be splitting with all, it will be splitting both the columns, and both the data will be coming in separate columns. So if I'll be doing all and doing OK, you can see that I'll now will be getting two different columns from this metric. One will be metric split 1, other will be metric split 2. I'm coming back and now I'm showing you the only split option. So by default, the simple split option is doing the task automatically. So when I'll be clicking on split, it will be automatically will be dividing it into two different attributes. One is metric split 1 and other is metric split 2. So why this one column will be having only the information of data sources, we can say type of data sources, inflows or outflows, and other will be having the information about precipitation, whether the type of source is a precipitation, evaporation, hydroelectricity, and various other sources about it. So via this manner, we can split a single column into two different attributes, and hence it was the step 4 of data cleaning.